They've opened the season 8-4 on the year in a very competitive top of the West with teams you may not have expected to see at the top of the West at this juncture.
All the catches and pick and roll action. But I think one of the biggest things they've done that they've really struggled with, Mark, is Ja gets to his floater game. They're just turning it over on possession after possession. Hard to win games like that.
Well, they spread the floor here and a block. We talked about Steven Adams, unheralded member of this Memphis Grizzlies crew. Jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, and again, defense contesting. Ja Morant trying to get in on the block game. The foul called, though.
Jaren Jackson, when he gets back, and we'll have more on that in a bit, 23 years old.
Dillon Brooks is like the old man now as he knocks home that jumper from just inside the tip of the circle.
I don't think I've ever seen Rudy attempt a move like that in all my time watching him with Utah.
Brooks floating through the lane.
See, now he's moved down a peg, Dillon Brooks, on offensive options. Really taking advantage, getting into his mid-range.
At 13 points, had 3 triples against San Antonio. There's a no-look from Russell. Gobert couldn't hang on. Memphis joined the lead. The crowd already knows when Desmond Bane lines it up to get excited. That time Morant.
Career high 5.5 assists. The adjustments for them are not there offensively. For Carl, I'm in multiple actions defensively. I've got to guard.
He worked on non-stop ball handling drills. Des told me that this season, the types of shots that he's getting are evolving. More comfortable getting to my spots. And I can help take some pressure off of Ja Morant and let him play off the ball sometimes. Guys?
Trouble in that second round matchup before succumbing. And as we talked about earlier, a young team with a lot of confidence. As Russell misses from outside. Three-point shooting has been a struggle, to say the least, for Minnesota as Brooks converts on the other end. Ja Morant got a clean look, missed. Scoop shot's good. Ja Morant got a clean look, missed. Scoop shot's good. Ja Morant got a clean look, missed. Scoop shot's good.
He can score in every way, Karl Anthony Towns.
Morant off the mark from 3. Fight for the rebound. Wolves come up with it. Shot clock winding down. Boy, that first step is so hard to defend. And one opportunity for Ja Morant.
On the dribble drive, it's not just the explosive first step. Look at that frame. He's 6'2". He's figured out how to score.
Brandon Clark now in, was trying to set that screen. A steal for Jaden McDaniels.
Ooh.
And he goes down hard. Brandon Clark now in, was trying to set that screen. A steal for Jaden McDaniels.
Ooh.
And he goes down hard.
That is not easy, folks.
Brother Jalen plays with Charlotte. Comes from good bloodlines. You know, he came out. Nobody likes those 4 letters when you say we're playing soft. And he was the one who came out a couple days ago and said, we're playing a little too soft. There's Kyle Anderson, the former Grizzly. Take the rookie LaRavia into the lane, and Jake LaRavia got the defensive stop. Oh, what a tap behind, and a flush by Clark. You know, maybe it's sometime in December as Ja Morant just off the bench, just back in, and one. Russell and Towns. Conchar will let him go left. Russell, nice closeout by Adams, missing on the shot. Busy weekend of sports all across. College basketball now in full swing as Morant. And it's deflected to the wing right to LaRavia.
How about the length and recovery of McDaniels?
And that time it was Morant over the top of that length for 3. Karl Anthony Towns, who was, you know, identified, he was a 7th grader, and they were already talking about big things. And Ja Morant was one of those guys that didn't come onto the national landscape. 18 points for Anthony Edwards here in the first half. Morant, after Edwards went by, couldn't finish. Nobody blocked him out. 18 points for Anthony Edwards here in the first half. Morant, after Edwards went by, couldn't finish. Nobody blocked him out. 18 points for Anthony Edwards here in the first half. Morant, after Edwards went by, couldn't finish. Nobody blocked him out. John Morant, free throw away from a 20-point first half. The most improved player in the NBA a season ago. Couldn't convert. Change his aggression just a little bit on the defensive end, one would think. John Morant. Both teams missing. Both teams were much better from beyond the arc in the second quarter than they were in the first. And Gobert with a chance for three to open up quarter number 3 here in Memphis.
In terms of just nightly setting a screen, shooters in the corners, Donovan Mitchell coming downhill off a Rudy screen, him pressuring the rim with his verticality. A tremendous start for the Wolves.
Bane hits. Triple for Desmond Bane with a catch, looking frustrated again. Morant will try the 3.
No one really closed.
He was the guy I know the Utah Jazz, at least according to reports, they wanted him in that Gobert deal. Minnesota wanted to keep him, so enamored with him. Tried to get around a screen, but couldn't get to Morant, who converts on the 3. And he's defending Anthony Edwards, one of the more physical defenders in the league. McDaniels bumps right into Morant. A 10-point game. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, all with 20-plus here tonight. Santi Aldama missing from outside. 20-plus here tonight. Santi Aldama missing from outside. The long rebound to Ja. Get a fresh 14-second shot clock. He'll take on Karl Anthony Towns, and he'll rattle it in. Towns did not have a good third quarter, maybe muted by his foul trouble at halftime. 6 to shoot here. Morant finds the baseline, coming. Wow. Clark, who wraps it around.
Wow. Morant all night.
Goes under the screen. Morant can't finish. Air Force ship that holds, I think they said it was 3 football fields worth and 5,000. That was quite a game, too, a 1-point game. Bryn Forbes taking on the challenge. Morant flips it for Clark from the dunker spot.
I love it. I mean, this guy, you're going to get a timeout from Minnesota.
The teams that could compete for a championship all too often, Memphis wasn't in the lexicon. And now you see them. They hold on here.
Oh, my goodness.
To win 9 of their first 13 games.
That was ridiculous. He's in the trees and somehow comes out with a bucket.
John Morant with 26 points, 8 rebounds, and making 8 assists.
But that's sort of a progression for him. That's the next step in his maturation and development.
28 for Edwards. Oh, what a cross by Morant. Everything against the Grizzlies. Have that closing lineup on the floor. Morant tried to sell the... That was Morant. That one hugs the rim and goes down.
That'll be 6 on Karl Anthony Towns as well.
Karl Anthony Towns is DQ'd from a game. And a frustrating first month of the season for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Heel injury. Cam Johnson now out with a meniscus.
Warriors have come back to take the lead. They got a 2-point lead on Cleveland with about 8 minutes to go in that one. Fans got a late night start here in Memphis, and they have enjoyed what they have seen. Morant, that one hugs the rim but won't fall. Shot clock hits 10. Desmond Bane taking out 2 players here. Setting the big screen for Morant. Long rebound, another 14 seconds for the Grizz.
Fit is perfect. I'm not sure I do, Mark. I got to be honest. The 2 bigs are, is Karl Anthony Towns
in their last 7 games. And a steal for Anderson. How about John Morant with this game? In their last 7 games. And a steal for Anderson. How about Morant with this game